Viventura back at the Berlinale this year, 2015, with Patricia Perez. We just
Hi,
saw your wonderful movie, very well, thank you. We just saw your wonderful movie, Buscando, Gastón, in this movie here in the Martin Gropius Palace. So we've seen a movie about a cook, about a Peruvian cook who tries to bring out the Peruvian culture into the world through cooking. Could you tell me something about how you met him and how you came to tell the story?
Yeah, I had met him before, briefly through an interview for my first documentary that I did, and I was very touched while we met him to see how people really has all this admiration for him and how they love him and they follow him and how, you can see hope in their eyes when they look at him, To me, it was amazing to see how he as a chef has been able to make such an impact in the country.
This is really something astonishing if you see the movie, and I hope you will. It's quite impressive to see how one cook can really gather all the pride of a country in himself, and he kind of stands out as the one person everybody looks up to. How is it possible that a cook becomes such an emblematic figure in Peru?
Well, I think, there was a gastronomic revolution that was starting in Peru when Gastón came back from France and started his career as a chef in Peru, and gastronomy, food, cuisine is extremely important thing in Peruvians' mind. We have a really strong relationship with food.
Yes.
So when Gastón's approach to food, which was leaving his original approach of French cuisine and then turning it to Peruvian cuisine, by doing this he generated a vibe of kind of love towards your country, and he made people kind of turn into themselves and look at the amazing things we had as Peru.
Yes.
So I think all this really made the link that we had as Peruvians with food, it made it stronger, and then it made possible that food started to become like an emblem, like our national emblem, like he mentions it, because it started becoming a huge part of our Peruvian identity.
Yes. So talking about the Peruvian identity, one thing that I noticed in the movie is that the Peruvian cuisine has had so many different influences. Do you recall what influences in the Peruvian cuisine?
Yeah, we have Spanish, African, Chinese, Japanese, a little French, a little Italian. It's a huge array of influences, and you can see it in every dish, that we have.
No, I mean, truly, Peruvian restaurants are rooting out of cities. I think you mentioned before in the Q&A, in LA you have something like 15 Peruvian restaurants.
It's growing.
Yeah, before it was only 3 here in Berlin. I can name at least 2 Peruvian restaurants, so things are coming. Definitely the cuisine is one of the main atractivos, in Peru. From your perspective as a Peruvian, what other places would you recommend people to travel to in Peru, or what are the things that define Peru as such?
Well, in terms of gastronomy, you mean?
No, just
everything?
In general, yes.
We have an amazing history, So traveling to Peru is like traveling through a history book. It's immensely interesting, and we have the most amazing, diverse land. We have the jungle, we have the Andes, we have the coast, we have deserts. So geographically, it's beautiful and very interesting. Historically, we were the capital of the Incan Empire, so you go to Cusco and you discover this whole world. You're traveling into a different universe.
Yes.
It's so amazing. So there's many things to Peru that people may not be very aware, but it's actually a very complex nation.
Yes.
It's a combination of lots of things culturally, in terms of music. I mean, every little town in Peru has a different way of dancing, has a different way of music, has a different way of wearing clothes, and that's very, very interesting.
It truly is an absolutely fascinating country. I wish you so much luck with this.
Thank you
amazing
so much.
movie.
Thank you for coming to see the film.
Best of luck spreading the word
Great.
about this incredible diversity of Peru out into the world, and we're very much looking forward to seeing more from you.
Excellent.
in the
Thank
next
you.
years.
Thank you very much.